Hello and welcome to episode 7. Right, interesting stuff. I've come back a little early because, as you might see in the top left, shit's been going down. Right, firstly, I'll catch you up on what's been happening. As you will have seen in the last episode, we finished the episode on just a ridiculous, crazy game with Charlton that we lost 4-3. I then stopped recording using my hotkey, alt-tabbed out to make sure the recording had done all its thing, and I couldn't alt-tab back in. It was just a black screen, and then I got a critical error. This program must shut down. So I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I closed it down and then loaded from last save point. Luckily, it saved just before the Charlton game. You saw it on the video that it just saved previously. So I only had to replay the Charlton game. I thought I'll upload the episode 6 anyway because it was funny, and it was a crazy result. But bearing in mind I have had to replay that game, so we'll go and look into that now. So second time around, we drew 2-2. They scored early again. We went 1-1. They went 2-1 up, and we drew 2-2. So slightly better, point extra. I will, just because it's obviously a new game release, what I'm going to do now is just anytime I alt tab is just save it before, just in case any shit goes down. Next up we played Wolves. We played really bad, and then Alf scored the goal for them. Yeah, it wasn't very good at all, but it's still working on this new formation. I want to let it time to settle in. We've had good results before, so I was still sort of quite confident. And then we went and humped Preston for 6-1. They scored 2 own goals. One was a cracking header from Vermigel. But Rolando Aarons had a storming game, scored 3 goals in the first half. Chris Wood got one early. He was starting, and yeah, cracking result. So I was going to play on until the FA Cup game, but then we got messages. So just coming up to the January transfer window, and Massimo Cellino has told the club's potential new owners to speed up their takeover talks to ensure that manager Loki Doki can operate in the forthcoming transfer window. Wow, he's done something nice. Then we got the close to takeover agreement. So that's good. Doesn't look like a sort of, a rich person. I think it's just a sort of standard takeover. And we got taken over. So I haven't looked at these, so we will discover together. So David Bourne, we'll call him Jason. Jason Bourne has successfully completed his takeover from Leeds, replacing former chairman Massimo Cellino. Everybody's going, hooray! Bourne revealed that he was delighted by the deal and will be looking to float the club on the stock exchange. Okay. Jason Bourne has thanked you for your patience. It's been a stressful time. Bourne informs you that in accordance with the plans to have public limited company raising 2.1 million for the club. That's alright. As a takeover, a bank loan of 7.27 has been taken out to help with pre-existing debts and aid the day-to-day runnings of the club. Okay, so he's definitely not rich because he's taken out loans to, to do it. Okay, so these are the two. This is the big one. Right, have a guess. Right, we know he took out a loan, so we know it's not going to be something extravagant. We know we raised 2.1s by floating on the stock exchange. So I'm going to say he's going to give us £1 million. I think. It's obviously going to be some. I don't think they're just going to say, oh, here's 50 grand, enjoy. But I don't think it's going to be silly money. So I think it's going to be £1 million. Are we ready? 2.6! I'll take that all day long. Interesting. And a new contract. Is the wage budget changed? 375. Oh, they've almost doubled the wage budget. Because we were overspending. We were on like 185. They've doubled the wage budget. That's huge. That is huge. That's bigger than a 2.6. Money, money, money. Never been so excited about 2.6 million in Football Manager before. So, what we'll do in this game is I'll do a one game episode because we're going to go through all this sort of stuff, and I'm just going to take through where I think might need strengthening. I'm a big fan of getting rid of Belushi. He's just been doing my head in pretty much this entire game. Not been playing well. Even when the team has been playing well, he's not been great. He's not that good in the air, and I can still maybe get 2 million for him. So therefore I would have a hole. So I need a centre back. And we've got a really good midfield. We've got a great right back. We've got a good left back as well. We've got a decent backup in Berardi. I'm tempted to go for a striker. Antonucci and Wood are not bad, but they weren't. I didn't bring them in. They're okay. They don't quite suit my style. I'd like to be, and like I said in the previous episode, there's a couple of Scottish youngsters that I really like. So I think that's where my money might go. I think that's it, because like a goalkeeper, but he'll do for the season, Silvestri. So I think definitely a centre back. Even if I can't sell Belushi, I'm going to get a centre back to play alongside Sol Bamba, who's just been brilliant this season. He's currently, for the last 5 games, 7.62. Yes, so it's all very exciting. Lots going on. So we'll just play the one game this episode. Yeah, I'm very happy. We got any more staff? No more staff. We can get scouts, but we had that before. Going to work with this in the summer. Our training's not fantastic, so I didn't want to mutually, because we didn't have that much money. When you take over, you can get rid of all your staff if you like, but it's like mutual consent. You still have to pay them a chunk of money, and a couple of them were actually on quite big money and wanted a lot. So I thought, you know what, right off this season, we'll do what we can, and with the trainers that we've got, and then we won't renew any contracts, and we'll just rebuild from there. So we are playing Nottingham Forest, who are in 15th. Belushi's going to have to play after all that shit talking. Let's hope he didn't hear. But other than that, we've been playing well. Chris Wood's getting a game. He scored a goal last game, which is fantastic. Played well. Ronaldo Aaron's now 8 goals, 8 assists, top scorer in the club. He's absolutely been quality. I'd love to sign him. Yeah, it's too much. We'll accept this. They still want mid-table, which is what they wanted before, so that's all good. Am I getting a pay rise? No, you bastards. I'm not getting a pay rise, man. They give me a 2-year deal, that's good. Excellent, 250 quid pay rise a week. Cheeky. Yeah, very happy. I'm pleased to have been given the opportunity by the chairman to continue what I've started here. And we don't have a tosser chairman anymore. Excellent. Finances, 5 million in the bank. We have got the loan. We have to start paying it back today. Okay. Per month though, it's a long time loan. Per month. And his interest as well. It's not interest free, I suppose. So 64 grand a month. That's fine. We'll get rid of that. No time whatsoever. So all good. All good. Let's go and hump Forest. Everybody's fit. Everybody's raring to go. People are playing well. Getting some decent results. Still a little bit inconsistent. I could possibly go for like a central midfielder that's more defensive, because all our players are not really ball-winning midfielders, although probably a couple of them could be retrained, so that's not an urgent matter. Yeah, cheeky little 2.6 million, boys. Let me know if you're doing a lead save, because obviously he's trying to sell the club from day one, so to see what you guys get. Oh, go on, put it away. 17 seconds. Aaron's continues his streak. Yeah, let me know what you guys once you got taken over, how it went down. I'm glad it wasn't Sugar Daddy. I'm not a fan at all of Sugar Daddies. That's just not as fun when you just get given a crap ton of money. I find. I prefer the struggles. But at least to give us some. The wage budget, though, bloody marvellous. Because what's that, 150 odd grand a week? I can add to the transfer budget a big chunk if I wanted to. I'm going to celebrate. And we're playing well. It's all good. The turnaround is real. And the Christmas spirit. My girlfriend gets back from Canada in about 6 hours time, so I'm recording a couple of videos, going to do a couple of crew videos, so because she'll expect me to spend boyfriend girlfriend time with her all day Sunday, so I thought get some videos done that I can put up on Sunday, so you guys have got something to watch, and then we're all good. Yeah, come on, boys. Let's get another. Just for half time. Or not. You don't have to. Fully up to you. Do I bring on Antonucci? I don't know who I'd sell if I was to get another striker in. I don't know. I can get rid of one. I only really play one up front. Chris Wood's 24 years old. Still got some potential. He's valued at 3.9. Antonucci, he's 31 now. He's worth no money. But yeah, probably Antonucci though. I'd still keep Chris Wood, I think. Depends if I can get a striker that's first team. Then I might be more tempted to sell Chris Wood and just have Antonucci as the backup. It's not been the most exciting game. Right, Belushi with a free kick. Plays it onto the right hand side to Dallas. Plays it over the top. Easy for the defence. Jack Hobbs, ex-Liverpool youngster. Long hoof, win that. Yeah, Bamba's been a rock at the back. He's played it through. Oh, it's a good opportunity. Nelson Oliveira scores for Forest. Dink over. Yeah, it's a good ball. First time. That's what caught us out. Keeper tries to make ground up. Spread yourself, though. Stick an arm out. Jesus. At least pretend you're trying to be a goalkeeper. I'm not sure how annoyed I am at watching Silvestri or just the goalkeepers. In beta, they were awful. They are a little bit better, but they're still not great. Or it could be just Antonucci's just bobbins, but we'll find that out down the line. Go on, Wood. Okay, interesting. Decage. Mendes de Graça. Oh, that's a mistake. Cook pounces on it. Sloth plays it through to Wood. What's Wood going to do? Is he going to pop one? Oh. Not the best effort, is it? Bamba. He's a rock. Absolute rock. Ward's picked it up though. Go on, nick it off him. Oh, how just like teleported through him. That's off. Good save, Silvestri. Take it all back, you legend. Yeah, so next episode, we'll talk about that later, but next episode we'll go through the hopefully we might have a couple of transfers to go through. I tried to keep my transfer dealings very realistic. I went through a stage a couple of years ago on Football Manager where I'd send millions of scouts out. I look on forums, we find all the wonder kids and stuff, and that can be a fun challenge in itself, don't get me wrong. But I try to sort of be a bit more realistic and sort of let my scouts just naturally find players. Or don't do it, Fox, just whip it over the bar. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let my scouts find people, or maybe people I found in a previous game and stuff like that. Sort of, I've built up my own sort of scouting knowledge, rather than going, oh, there's this 17-year-old youngster in the Swedish third division that you can get for 5,000, and he turns out to be the next Ronaldinho. It's like, no. Now, don't get me wrong, if my scouts came back to me and said, oh, look, this kid, Swedish third division, I'll be like, yeah, all over it. But I'm not going to sort of artificially find him, looking on the forums and shit. Come on, let's just nick it. It was a pretty even game. I suppose the draw's fair enough. No, that's fine. That's decent. We're okay. Let's have a quick squidge at the league table. We're 10th. Just a few points off playoffs. But hopefully with a bit of strengthening, now we're so loaded, we might get there. It's kind of in between. It was alright, but I don't want to say you're unlucky. Alright, we're unlucky. Go with the assistant, fine. Honours even, season good cheer. Happy Christmas, everyone. Hope you got the presents you wanted and stuff. Right, and that's where we'll leave the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Next episode should be an interesting one, so I hopefully should have made my first couple of transfers. And maybe a few people going out, such as Belushi. Although he's starting to play a little bit better, but I think I could do better anyway. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. Please subscribe if you're new. That would be very much appreciated. And I will see you in the next episode. Love you all. Bye-bye.